Welcome to my YouTube automotive channel. In today's video I have a Ford Expedition and I will show you how to recharge your AC air conditioner. Now this will pretty much apply to any Ford Expedition, even the brand new ones. Only difference is the location of the low pressure charging port. This one right here is powered by a 5.4 liter engine, the old engine, but like I said, only difference will be the location of the charging port. On this one it's gonna be like right here, but if you have like a newer one, you just have to locate the port. This is how it looks, and if you take off the cap, this is what you are pretty much looking for. This is how and where you will connect. This is the low pressure port. There is a high pressure port as well. I will show it to you, which is here, but the connector is different. See? So you will just have to locate your low pressure charging port. Even your recharge hose will not be able to connect to this port because it's different. So even if you try to connect it to the wrong port, you're still gonna be fine because it's not gonna hook up. Okay, so to start charging your AC, everything you will need is this AC recharge kit. It consists of reusable hose, and it usually comes with 2 cans of the refrigerant. Now you can buy these kits at pretty much any car parts store, even Amazon, eBay, Walmart, all the places have it. Usual price is around $50–60, but on sale I've seen it go as low as $25. Good thing about this kit is that, like I said, this hose is reusable as many times as you want. You can use it on pretty much any vehicle. So for every other recharge you will just have to buy these small AC refrigerant cans. The price of these cans is like $5–6 each, and you will usually need 1 or 2 cans to recharge your system, depending how empty it is. Some people will say this is not the right way to recharge your air conditioner. Mostly mechanics will complain. You have to take it to a mechanical shop. They have all the professional equipment. They can evacuate the system. They can connect to low and high pressure ports and do the right job. I mean, that is partially true. If you take it to a shop, they do have all the professional stuff to do it, but it is completely doable by yourself for $10. I own a small car dealership and I do it every summer on most of my vehicles and never had any kind of problems. The most important thing is you don't want to overcharge the system, so you always want to be safe in yellow, and you shouldn't go above that and you will not have any problems. But like I said, this is the educational video, so the decision is yours. Do you want to do it by yourself, or do you want to take it to a shop and pay for the service? But once I show you the process, you will see it's quite easy to do. It might take you like 10 or 15 minutes the first time you're doing it, but second and third time it's gonna take you less than 5 minutes. Okay, so before I start charging the system, I will quickly explain how this will work. Now this hose has two connectors, one on each side. Now on this side you will screw on the can, and once you screw it on, you will pierce it by turning this knob all the way in. You see, there is like a small needle here which will pierce the can. And the other side, this side, is going to connect to the low pressure charging port, which is just down there. I showed it to you at the beginning of this video. Okay, so to start, first you will screw the can onto the hose and have it nice and tight all the way. But for now, still you don't want to pierce it, because if you do, all the refrigerant will just leak out through the other side. Now you have to connect the low pressure charging port. The port is down here, so you want to first remove the cap and then you want to connect the other side. So you just want to leave this sleeve and push it on, and it will just lock in place. And now once the low pressure port is connected, now you just want to turn this knob all the way in and pierce the can. And once that is done, your system is ready to be charged, and you can proceed inside the vehicle and start it. Okay, so once you start your Ford Expedition, you want to set the climate controls to the coldest setting, so temperature all the way down. Then you want to turn on the AC, you want to turn on the air circulation inside the cabin, and you want to turn the blower to the highest setting. Now if you own a newer Ford Expedition, this is gonna look completely different, but the idea is the same. You want to turn on the AC, you want to turn the air circulation inside the cabin, and you want the blower at the highest setting. And once you've done that, you can proceed outside and start charging the system. Okay, so I hope you'll be able to hear me. The engine is quite loud, so to start, you want to turn the can upside down, and you want to slowly start unscrewing, releasing this knob. Just do it slowly. This doesn't have to be done fast. And while you are doing that, make sure to keep monitoring the amount of refrigerant in the system. Now what I like to do when I am halfway done, I like to take a break, proceed inside the vehicle and see if I can feel any difference. So just proceed inside and try to feel if that air being blown is any cooler. Now I can definitely feel it. I used only half a can so far, and already I can feel this is getting colder. It's not as it's supposed to be, but I will still proceed to add more of the refrigerant. Now this all depends. If your system just needs to be topped up, you might need only half a can, but if your system is completely empty, you might need even up to 2 cans. So the most important thing is keep monitoring the amount of refrigerant in your system, and you should be good. You never want to get into the reds, you want to get into that healthy middle, the yellow markings, and there will be no problems. Okay, so just proceed and completely empty this can. And this is pretty much it. Once you're happy with the results, you can turn off the engine. Okay, now once you're done, if you still have refrigerant in the can, if you used only half a can, before disconnecting the low pressure charging port, first make sure to turn this knob all the way in. That way you can save all the refrigerant that's still left in the can, and you can reuse it on any other vehicle or even next summer. Okay, and once that is done, you can just pull this sleeve up and disconnect the low pressure charging port. Now in case you have to put one more can inside, more refrigerant, what you will do, you will just first disconnect this old can, then you will unscrew this knob, then you will connect the new can, you will connect the low pressure charging port, and at the end you will just pierce the can and repeat the process I just shown you, and that's pretty much everything. I have to mention that this recharge process will work only in case you don't have any major leaks in your system. If you have lines leaking or your AC compressor is not working, then obviously the refrigerant will just leak out and your AC will not work. In that case, you'll have to take your vehicle to a professional shop, because they do have all the professional equipment. They can diagnose the leak and let you know what has to be done, and then you can recharge it. If you have only a minor leak in the system, you can use something like this. It's called stop leak. It's a refrigerant mixed up with some kind of stop leak solution. So like it says here, helps seal and condition O-rings and minor AC system leaks. Now I used this a couple of times and it did actually help. So for small leaks you can recharge your system with this, and then the AC is gonna last at least for a couple of months for you until the summer ends. But eventually you'll have to fix those leaks, because with time they will get worse. This is just a temporary fix to get you through one summer. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and educational. If it was, please like it and consider subscribing to my YouTube automotive channel. On my channel there is lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews and other similar automotive topics.